All right, so if you're a trauma clinician, you already know this. EMDR training is a game changer. But let's be real, it's also a huge financial commitment. So how do you make it happen? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how you can get that training funded through scholarships.
And it is so true. I mean, we're not just talking about another weekend workshop here. This is a tool that can fundamentally change the way you help people heal. It really opens up new doors for your clients and takes your clinical skills to a whole new level. But, and this is a big but, what if that cost is a major barrier? For so many amazing, dedicated clinicians, it really is. That price tag can feel like this giant wall, right? Standing between you and the kind of care you know you want to provide. So what do we do about it?
Okay, first things first, let's get real about what this problem is. This isn't just about your personal budget. Nope. The high cost of this kind of training is a systemic issue. It has a direct impact on who can get trained, and that means it impacts who actually gets access to top-notch care.
You know, the financial reality in our field is, well, it's not a level playing field. Not at all. If you're out there in community mental health, if you're pre-licensed, if you're serving clients on a sliding scale, you're often doing some of the most vital, life-changing work with the tightest budgets. And that, right there, is exactly why scholarships are so important.
So, we've talked about the problem. Let's pivot to the solution. Think of scholarships as a bridge. They're literally designed to connect passionate, skilled clinicians, people just like you, with the training you need to make the biggest impact in your community.
And just to be super clear, a scholarship is a financial award. It's not a loan. You do not have to pay it back. It's a straight-up investment in you, in your skills, and in the people you're dedicated to helping.
You see, this completely reframes the whole conversation, doesn't it? Getting this training isn't some kind of personal luxury. It's about workforce equity. Think about it. When cost is a barrier, it means the communities that are dealing with the most trauma often have the least access to clinicians trained to help them. That's a huge problem. And this is where it gets really exciting. Funding just one clinician creates this amazing ripple effect. Seriously. Your clients get better care, obviously, but then your colleagues gain a go-to person with new skills. Your whole agency builds its capacity to handle trauma. The entire system gets stronger, all starting with one person.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually get funded? Well, you're in luck. This next part is the nuts and bolts, the practical guide to crafting an application that gets noticed. So take a look at this. Do any of these sound like you? I mean, if you're working in community mental health, serving high-trauma populations, or you're an early career clinician who's all about equity, then you are probably a fantastic candidate. This is exactly who scholarship committees are hoping will apply. Listen, I want to pause here because this is so important. So many of us talk ourselves out of these things before we even start, right? Oh, I probably won't get it. Please, don't do that. Your job is not to decide if you qualify. Your job is to tell your story. Let the selection committee do their job. Just put yourself out there. Apply. All right, ready for some pro tips? Here are 4 steps to make your application really shine. First, get specific about your community impact. Don't just say you serve trauma survivors. Say, I work with veterans experiencing PTSD at our local VA clinic. See the difference? Second, show them how EMDR fits into your big picture career journey. Third, when you talk about financial need, frame it professionally. It's about the context of your work, not a personal sob story. And fourth, lay out some clear, measurable goals. Show them you have a plan for what you're going to do with this training.
And one last little practical tip, but it's a big one. Proofread. Seriously. Your attention to detail on that application says a lot about your attention to detail as a clinician. It's a small thing that makes a huge impression. And obviously, hit that submit button before the deadline.
You know, that professionalism we just talked about, it all leads back to this final, really powerful idea. When you pursue this training, you're not just investing in yourself. You're making an investment in the future of your clients, and the future of your community. Every single clinician who gets EMDR training becomes an incredible resource for your clients, for your community, for our entire field. It's one of the most direct ways we can expand access to care for the people who need it most. It's truly an act of service. Now, I want to give a shout out to an organization that is living and breathing this philosophy. It's called Scaling Up, and they were literally built on this idea that top-tier EMDR training has to be accessible for clinicians doing the work on the ground. And what's really cool about them is their trust-based approach. Get this, they don't make you jump through a bunch of hoops with tons of financial paperwork.
Their whole model is built on trusting you as a professional. That simple shift, it removes a massive barrier for so many people.
And the impact? It's huge. We're talking over 600 clinicians who have gotten free EMDR Basic Training through Scaling Up's programs. That's more than 600 clinicians. This isn't just some small side project. It's a massive commitment to making our entire workforce stronger.
So, here's the bottom line. These pathways are real. If cost is the one thing that's been holding you back, consider this your official call to action. Go check out Scaling Up's EMDR training scholarships. It's time to take that next step, for you and for the clients who are counting on you. The link is right there in the description.